Setting up a fully claustral test tube is extremely easy. First, you're going to need a test tube. I personally prefer glass because they last longer. All of my test tubes have fill lines, as you can see here. This is just where you fill the water to. First step will be filling the water up to the fill line, which is about 2/3 of the way up the test tube, if your tubes don't have fill lines. Next up, we need some cotton. I prefer this super cheapo stuff that I got at Walmart for about $1. It seems to breathe easier and is a little more loose than some other extra cheap dollar store stuff. So you just grab one of these cotton balls and stick it right in the top with your fingers. You're going to want to make sure your hands are clean, along with your test tube. Your test tube should always be clean. Rinse them out with rubbing alcohol and some hot water. That should get rid of most bacteria that's in there. In order to push this cotton ball down, you're going to want some tweezers or something about as wide as the test tube. Next, I like to measure it down to the line where my hands are touching the top and the tweezers are at the line or a little below. Then you grip the test tube tight, put it on top, and slam it down as fast as you can until your hands hit the test tube. That seems to be the best way to avoid getting air bubbles in your tube. Then you just tamp it down with your stick or tweezers, whatever you're using, until you see that the whole sponge is completely wet. Not dripping out, but a little bit wet. A little bit of water dripping out's okay, but you don't want it to be pouring out. The ants will get sick and maybe drown in there. You also risk mold if there's too much humidity. Then you just drop your queen ant inside and plug the top with another piece. The cotton allows air to transfer through, but they can't get out of it. Then your queen will live in here for the majority of its life until its colony is established, and then you can transfer it to an outworld. You can see mine have red film all the way around it. This is just so that the disturbance to the queen is less so when I check them about once every week or two. Do you prefer ants or wasps? Leave me a comment down below letting me know which Hymenoptera you prefer. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you never miss another upload.